Hello, I'm Danny and this is my first video on my new channel, which is going to be about this, my homemade collapsible wood burning stove designed for a hot tent. As you can see, it's quite small. This whole thing I think is 300mm long, 200mm wide, and it sits 250mm tall, not including the collar for the flue. Now it isn't quite finished. I've got a few bits that I want to change that I just haven't quite got set up right, but I've had a few requests on forums and Facebook groups just asking for a breakdown, how it goes together. So I'm going to take it all apart and yeah, show you that. So this is all collapsed down now. Now usually this wouldn't be attached if I was packing it down. Use that to roll up the flue and put inside, and then this piece could sit inside of there, and it would actually be even, you know, less of a profile. As it stands, this is 300 long by 250mm wide, and it sits, I think, about 1.75 inches high, so easily go in a little canvas casing into a rucksack. So what we've got here is the lid, obviously, with the flue collar. I've made that removable for the reasons mentioned earlier, and also for everyone to play with the flue size, because this is just a prototype, so that will allow me to possibly go up a size with the flue depending on if that one serves well enough. Then we've got two sides which are almost identical. I'll show you those in a minute. The front, again, it's just got a little hinge, friction fit. Sits like that, with, you know, just a little vent there for controlling airflow. These are all the bits of the stand, which is something that I'm going to change. Not quite happy with the design yet, but yeah, haven't got around to that, so I'm just using that as a stand for showing at the moment. The back, which is a mirror image of the front, but without any of the gubbins on it. Then we've got this, which again is another piece like the stand that isn't permanent. That was just a piece of a bit of old uni strut, I think, which is just, I couldn't be bothered drilling loads of holes and this already had it in it, so that'll be getting changed. Two little pieces of welding rod, which are just location pins for that, and a baffle. Again, this isn't permanently placed yet, just because I haven't played around with the different setups for it. So what I've done there. So it goes together really easily, I think. First off, I'll just click these bits together. These are just little bits of aluminium, just because that's what I had knocking around, and all I've done is just shape them a little bit, cut the profile of the stove itself out roughly, and then just cut some slots that line up, and then I've put some little slits in one of the sides that locate it onto the stand as well. So that's that there. First off, this side, this is the one that has a fold. These are the two sides. They are almost identical, except this one has a small fold. So that locates into the small slips in there, and it just holds itself, you know, you're not running around after yourself trying to keep the thing stood in the right place while you're doing it. And then the other side just drops straight in there, the small slots that are cut on this other side allow that. Take the top, just place it on there. Then get this little piece of uni strut, which is directional. Now this sits inside and just drops down just off the bottom, so your wood doesn't end up right down here. It also works as a little bit of an ash collection tray. Again, I have to play with the actual setup of it because I'm not quite happy with how it's burning yet, but it will work. And the two pins, there's just two holes on each side, and they just slot in over the top of the ashtray thing, as it's called. Great. And that just holds all that in place. Now the front is the next piece on. So that just slides in there, like that. And another function of the ash grate is it also puts pressure on the bottom of both of the end pieces, which just keeps it all nice and tight. Just slot that up there, so the top's in. Now the way it's designed, obviously each piece holds in another one, so it spreads all of the tension and all of the forces equally around it. I mean, the triangle's a really strong shape. Next in will be the baffle. This is just cut at these angles, so it sits at an angle like that at the back and just redirects the heat and just stops everything flaming straight up the flue. That just goes in at the back there. I leave a little gap at the back just to allow some of the exhaust gases to go up through there. And then this is what holds it all together. The last piece will go on, just slides in there, and a little bit of pressure on the front, and that goes in like that. Now that now is, I mean, it's solid. I mean, I can lift myself up off the floor with it. Again, I mean, the stand probably will nip off, but you can, it's, you know, obviously that's the baffle moving around inside because I haven't put the pins in because I don't know where it's going yet, but you know, it really isn't flimsy, this. So I've got my scales out, just gonna give it a quick weigh and see how much it comes in at. So that's 3.23 kilos, which, you know, it's not mega light, but it's also not a huge chunk of weight there. I mean, considering this is made out of, I mean, I think it's 1.2mm steel, it is not the lightest of stuff. Now, if this were to be made out of titanium or even stainless steel, I mean, you could go like 40–50% lighter than that. And that would be with the same strength. Now, it's probably overstrong, you know. A lot of these collapsing stoves, you can hardly take a knock. So you could easily go a lot thinner, and it'd still be great. I mean, as well, there's loads of cooking space. It's a 14cm billy and fits on there absolutely fine, no problem. So cooking on it, absolutely no problem, and it does blast out a fair bit of heat, which is great. So I'm not going to light this today, just because I've got a couple of trips planned where it's going to get a real test. As soon as the weather breaks, I'm going to be out in my new Lavu, and I'll make a decent video of it then. It's just once the weather breaks. It's been raining solidly for a month here, except when it's been snowing, so it's just not been the weather for testing brand new kit at all. So yeah, if you've liked the video, do feel free to like and subscribe. Any questions, just whack them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, stay tuned because there's lots more to come. Thanks.